Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small pension. And welcome to today's Foodie Friday. On Friday we talk about all things foodie, saving money on our shopping and cooking and meals and meal prep and all sorts of things. So if this is your first visit, welcome. If you know the drill already, you know what's about to happen. We're going to talk about some aspect of food that I have been working on this week. So the first part of the video that you're going to see shortly is my shopping haul from Lidl. As part of my ongoing February challenge, I am trying to halve my shopping bill for the month. So I am aiming for around £60 worth of supermarket shopping. That includes food as well as all the other things, toiletries, cleaning, and just the general stuff that you get in the supermarket. So my first supermarket haul of the month is from Lidl, and I spent just under £30, and you'll see that in a minute, and I will show the receipt as well. Now, some of the things that I got at Lidl were to make some curry paste. Now, in the last few videos I've talked about making my own curry paste, so I have finally done that today, and that's why I'm a little bit hot and bothered, because it's a fairly easy process, but it does take quite a bit of standing over the cooker top. So you're about to see me making some curry paste as well. So I've worked out how much the curry paste works out per portion, and I will share that with you at the end of the video, and hopefully it inspires you to make your own curry paste. So firstly, have a look at the shopping haul, and then we'll go straight into making the curry paste, and I will tell you at the end how much the curry paste costs. So first shopping haul of the month. This was from Lidl, and I had a very strict list, and the only things that I couldn't get were frozen broccoli and frozen cauliflower, and I will try and get them elsewhere when I'm out and about later on today. So the main focus was vegetables to fill up the freezer. I always like to have cheese in the fridge. The yogurt is for Luna, and I decided instead of getting a chicken, I got some bacon. I couldn't get my usual 15 eggs. It was completely empty, so I've gone for 12 medium ones. I got coriander, ginger, and garlic, so I am going to make some curry paste. So you're going to see some curries this month. And vegetables today were Savoy cabbage was on offer this week, and I've got some carrots, onions, and potatoes. And for the store cupboard, just some coffee and pineapple chunks in juice. I'm going to try their equivalent to Head and Shoulders for a fraction of the cost. I got some loo rolls just to have, and I had a coupon for the wipes. So I always like to keep wipes on hand in the car, in my handbag, etc., because I've got a mucky pup, literally. And I always like to have a lip balm in all of my jacket pockets. So I will put up a photograph of the receipt. That was just a few pence under £30. So in here I have 1 kilo of chopped onions with 25 mils of oil, and they are going to gently saute for 20 minutes at least until they get a nice golden brown. I have my spice mixture ready here, which is 2 teaspoons of chili flakes, 4 teaspoons of coriander, and half a teaspoon of ground cumin, garam masala, and turmeric. I have 6 cloves of garlic, grated, crushed, and about a 4 centimetre piece of ginger, about that, also grated, which will go into the mixture. Oh, and there's also a teaspoon of salt in here as well. And to that, I am going to add a can of chopped tomatoes once the onions have sauteed down into a nice brown colour. So I will come back when we are ready to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so the onions are browning nicely. Even got a few caught ones, so we've got some nice caramelisation going on. I'm going to add the garlic and the ginger and carefully, gently fry it for about 2 minutes. And then I will add the spices. So just need to take care not to burn these. I've actually turned the heat down. Oh my goodness, smell already. It's a fine line between frying them off and burning them. I have turned the heat down a little bit just so that it's more of a gentle heat. I've just removed the audio from this because there was a lot of banging and unnecessary noise. Sorry. Okay, so I'm now going to add the spices, and these should be gently fried for about 2 minutes. I'm taking really good care not to burn them, which is actually quite a fine line for me. So I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to... Okay, so spices gently fried and stirred in now. I'm going to add my can of chopped tomatoes, and then I'm just going to fill the can with water and get the last of all the tomatoey juice out, and then I'll just simmer that until it's nice and thick and pulpy. Just going to gently. Okay, so just a bog standard 400 gram can of chopped tomatoes. So I will just let that gently simmer until it is nice and thick. Then I'll add the coriander, and then you can either leave it as it is, or you can blend it into a nice smooth paste. It's entirely your choice. Personally, I like to blend it so that I've just got the smooth paste, and then I can add more veggies and things later on. But again, that's just personal choice. You can see those little flakes of the chili flakes because I have used chipotle. And I think I'm actually going to put a splatter guard on because I don't want curry everywhere. Again, I'm just going to keep an eye on it and let it bubble away for about 10-15 minutes, and then I'll come back and check it. Okay, so we've been bubbling for about 15 minutes. We're just about at the right consistency. And all I'm going to do now is stir in some roughly chopped coriander. Now, I've only roughly chopped it because I know I'm going to blend it, but if you're not going to blend it, you can chop it a bit finer. And that's just going to get stirred in. If you don't like coriander, leave it out. I happen to love coriander, and it doesn't taste soapy to me, so I'm quite happy. So all I'm going to do is stir it in until it looks a little bit wilted, and then I'm just going to turn off the heat. See, that's about it. And heat off. And I'm just going to leave that to cool, and I will blitz it and then portion it up. So this amount makes 12 individual portions. So if you're cooking just for one person, you would take one portion out of the freezer. If you're making a curry for 4 people, you would take 4 portions out, etc., etc. So, oh, honestly, the smell of this is amazing. So I will leave the exact recipe on the blog with some photographs from a previous batch that I made, and I will show you how I froze it in a muffin tin with cases. This one is just going to go into some freezer bags, and I'm just going to use my hands to delineate the portion sizes. So hopefully if I get a chance, I will pop in a picture of it once it's done. Otherwise, there we go. There is some homemade curry paste for a fraction of the cost. No nasties, no additives, all delicious and fresh. So there we have it. That's how easy it is to make your own curry paste. And that amount that I have made will make 12 individual curry paste portions. So you just allow for one portion per person if you're making a curry. And all I do is either cook off or fry off some meat and vegetables, or they could already be cooked. Add the curry paste, add some water to get it to the consistency you like. Bring it up to the boil until you're, and then simmer until your meat and or vegetables are cooked. And then you can add in coconut cream or coconut milk to change the flavour of it. You could just leave it as it is, add yogurt, add whatever you like. It's a very basic curry paste. There are loads of other recipes out there. This is the one that I've been using for many years, although I haven't actually made it for a while. And as I've explained, the reason is because my house, my wee house, will smell of curry for the next few days. So that's okay. So I've done some curry paste maths, and I have worked out that 1 kilo of onions cost me 99 pence. 1 garlic clove cost me 21 pence. That amount of ginger that I used, I worked out, was around 50 pence. Now these are rough guesses. Half the pack of coriander, 60 pence. I've allowed 50 pence for spices because I already had them in my store cupboard. You're only using a couple of teaspoons of curry spices and salt and chilli and things like that. So I've allowed 50 pence. Could be more, could be less, depending on how much you've paid for them. The tin of tomatoes, 55 pence, comes to a total of £3.35 for 12 portions. And if you do your dividing, that works out at around 28 pence. 28 pence per portion of curry paste. That's frugal cooking at its absolute finest. So I will leave the full recipe and all the details on the blog, and I'll leave a link to the blog below, and I will share some pictures from a previous batch just to sort of show you what each stage should look like, and hopefully that is of use to you. So I hope you've enjoyed today's Foodie Friday. Miss Luna has just finished, yep, she just got the bowl open, so she's munching on the last bit of frozen yogurt. So I will go and check and see if my curry paste is cool enough to blitz, and if it is, I will do that and I'll pop it into the freezer within the next half hour or so. So have a lovely day, have a lovely weekend, and I will catch up with you again on Monday. I am still working on putting together my garden video. You may or may not see that over the weekend. I've just not had time to put it all together because there's lots and lots and lots of little video clips I've been trying to put together. So I will see if I can get that done over the weekend. So have a lovely weekend, and I will see you again on Monday. Bye.